Welcome back to another episode of Chat with Chandi, where we talk all things culture, health, arts, and travel. Come with me into this hotel room. I am staying at the Town Place Suites in Macon, Georgia. I am on a work trip this week, and this is where I will be staying from Monday night to Friday morning as I am in town for a conference with my job. And on Friday, I will actually be facilitating two workshops. And I'm excited. I was a little nervous towards the beginning of the week, but the closer I get to it, I'm just ready to present and enjoy and have a good time. And I've enjoyed staying in this hotel this week. It's been really great. And it was just a little small getaway, but I'll be talking to you throughout the video about my experience, and I have a special guest. So stay tuned. So it is October and it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So for the first day on Tuesday, they wanted us to wear pink. And so I decided to wear a black top, black pants, and this pink blazer that I think looks really cute on me. So this is me in the mirror just trying out, see how it looks, and getting ready to go. I still have my house shoes on, so don't mind those. But I thought I looked cute for the first day, and I'll also talk to you about how I enjoyed the workshop. So come along with me. So just got back to the hotel room, day one of the conference, and it was great. Got there, had breakfast for us. Today was a cold breakfast, or maybe I guess like you call it a continental breakfast, where they had fruit and coffee cakes and muffins, things like that, coffee, orange juice, water. But I ate breakfast before I left my hotel because they had some ham, egg, and cheese croissants, and they were really good, and some orange juice. So I had that. They gave us breakfast, and then we had like a general welcome session where everyone that's there at the conference was all in one room. And it was really nice seeing all the faces that you may have seen, the higher ups who you get emails from all the time, or people that you're usually in virtual meetings with that you've never met in person. So it was fun putting names to faces and being able to see everyone. This is their first time since the pandemic having the face-to-face conference like this, so it was amazing. I enjoyed it, and this is my first time coming, period, since I've been with the company, virtual or otherwise. And also I attended two workshops today. Both of them were amazing. They both had like an interactive type activity for you to do in the workshops. One was talking about rapid improvement processes, and another one was talking about customer service. So those were both great. I enjoyed them both. We came back together in a general session with everybody, and we played Kahoot. And your girl over here won first place. I'll put the screenshot up of that in case there are any questions about that. But yeah, I won first place out of the room with everybody, so that was fun. I stood up, everybody clapped for me. So that was great. I hate that I can't video everything so you can see everything and record it. Nobody has told me I can't, but it's a government agency, so I don't want to take any chances with that. But it's really great. I'm having a great time, and I can't wait for day two. All right, so here's my food from the first night. The hotel that I'm staying at has a couple of restaurants that are like right here in the same little parking lot with it. So I walked over. It was called a Michi. They had pizza and pasta and wings and stuff like that. So I saw where they had this pasta Alfredo dish, and you could get it with either grilled chicken or fried chicken. And I've always gotten the Alfredo dish with grilled chicken, never fried chicken. So I was like, well, when in Rome. So I decided to try it, and it was basically just some hard cut up pieces of chicken tender that were not very good. I mean, it was edible. I finished it, I guess because I was hungry and I had spent money on it, even though it wasn't my money. But I did eat it, and it was doable, but I would not have recommended this to anyone, nor would I get it again. I would try something different from them to see if maybe their wings or pizza is better. But yeah, I would not get this dish again from Amici in Macon, Georgia. So after eating, I got my clothes ready for the next day. I wanted to wear this long sleeve white top with these burgundy pants, and I had some cute jewelry I wanted to wear with it. Didn't work out. So while on this trip, I decided that my signature fragrance would be Flower Bomb, which is one of my favorites, and this is the jewelry I wanted to wear. Okay, so here's a prime example of how we have to change. Don't mind the house shoes. Wore this outfit one day last week or week before last at work. It was fine. Did not wear a t-shirt up under it, but for some reason this morning it looked like it needed a t-shirt under it to me, so I put one. Don't like how it looks, so I was gonna take it off. But then I realized looks like I have gotten something on it. I don't know if you can tell, but anyway, I don't like it. So then I was gonna put this little top part on it that I have, but let me show you that, and I'm gonna show you how I don't like that. Okay, so here is a little cover up that I have that is really cute. I just don't like the way it looks with this outfit. I don't know, y'all tell me what you think, but I don't want to go out looking like this, so I'm gonna take this off because I don't like the way it looks, and it's not what I plan to do. So I'm just finna, and I really like this because this is a necklace that you're gonna see later this week that I'm gonna be wearing, that I actually kind of just made into a belt. And I thought it was super cute. But I'm finna take this off, and it's almost time for me. I really need to be out the door right now, but I'm finna change clothes. All right, so here's what I've changed into. I'm not crazy about it. It is what it is. I feel better in it than the other one, so I'm finna get ready to go. I also had to change my necklace and my earrings, so now I just have these silver hoops on. And it is what it is. Change is what? Inevitable. Do you enjoy watching Chat with Chandi? Well, make sure you support. You can do so at my Cash App, which is $ the number 1, Cash Queen, the number 7. Also, you can send monetary donations to P.O. Box 5587, Columbus, Georgia 31906. Continue to support for more great content. Now, did they have this out here last night? Because if they had this out here last night, I did not see it. This is in the morning. I'm leaving out, going to the conference. But I'm definitely going to check and see if it's out here this evening and sit out here and enjoy. This is nice. So here's an activity from the workshop I went to called What is Rapid Process Improvement, where basically it had us go from point A to point B and what steps do we take in between to get there. So the paper that you're looking at, we basically had to come up with, like, we just shouted out things, an event, which our event was baby shower. And we had to plan a baby shower that was going to be at a coffee shop during a snowstorm. And we just basically talked about how we would plan it and what details needed to be looked at, such as starting with a guest list, doing a gift registry, coming up with a budget to rent out the coffee shop and have decorations, and what things would we need to put in place because of the snow, and things of that nature. So it was really fun, and I enjoyed that, and I had a great time in that workshop. After wrapping up day 2 of our conference and workshops being over, I decided to head over to the Macon Mall to see what it was about and what they had. Little did I know what was in store. Here I am headed into the mall. There was like a army or just military recruiting center that they had. And then they had like I guess a naval ship of some sort on display. I guess Macon has ties to the military. They also, it just seemed like it was really big. It was a really large space. So as I continued walking, I noticed that it was pretty much like a ghost town. I could tell by some of the signage that it was used for multi purposes, like voting, and like you can see here, the county offices were in there. There wasn't a lot of foot traffic or much going on at all in here. The only reason that it seemed to have anyone in the mall is there was some type of program, again, that had to do with military people going on. There were gentlemen in uniform, and then when I passed back by, they were like doing the Pledge of Allegiance and singing the national anthem. The security guard you see there, yeah, she became a problem. So the conference got out today at 1 o'clock. I decided I was gonna go explore Macon, see what's going on. Went to the Macon Mall, which they really could be sheltering people from the hurricane with all the, I mean, it's huge. all the space they have because there's nothing in the mall. They need to use it to help people. But I was not recording people, just like the stores, the name of the stores and different stuff. So here comes this security guard lady, and she's like, "What are you doing? What are you recording? What are you videoing?" Is what she said. I'm sorry. She said, "What are you videoing?" I didn't know how to answer that. I was just like, "The mall? You can't do that. That's against the law. It's private property." I don't know the law, so I didn't see a problem with it, but I just said okay, and I walked away. And so I looked up who owns the mall. It's this company called the Whole Group. So I called the Whole Group. The girl that answered, I told her, my purpose, what I was recording for. And I asked her, was it against the law? Is it okay? Do they care if I video? And of course, the girl answering the phone did not know. So she transferred me to somebody who could answer my question, but it went to their voicemail. So I didn't get to talk to them, but I let it go. And I just left because there was nothing to record. There was a Burlington. There was an old time buffet. There was a jewelry store. There were no people actually shopping in the mall, really. There were some people there who were doing it had something to do with the military. There were some military people there in uniform and some people there for a program that they were doing. So they were doing that. But other than that, I didn't really see much going on. So sorry I could not video, but you did not miss anything. So that's a good part. So I'm back in the hotel now. I just pulled up. I'm going to go inside. Okay, so I'm so excited. Once again, I'm at this summit conference, whatever you want to call it. It's really, they're calling it a training summit because they do have different workshops where you can learn certain things. So when we arrived on yesterday, well, I got here Monday evening and we started on Tuesday. So checked into the hotel and everything. So they give you these sheets with the different workshops for the day and time, and you get to pick one. So I was here in two capacities. So Tuesday and Wednesday were for non-leadership supervisory roles, okay? And so Thursday and Friday are for supervisors and managers. And I'm actually facilitating a class to the supervisors and managers on Friday. So that's how I'm here for the whole week as opposed to just the 2 days that I would have typically been here. So they give you the list of the workshops, who's leading the workshop, and what the workshop is about, and you can choose which ones you want to go to. The ones that I chose, you go to 2 each day, and then 2 that you choose, and then they have the larger group sessions that we go to. So the 2 that I chose to go to on yesterday were Unlocking the Key to Customer Satisfaction, which it talked about. It says this workshop will focus on providing excellent customer service and handling difficult interactions. Participants will learn about tools and interaction tips, best practices for effective communication, and the importance of establishing follow-up methods and proper documentation. By the end of the workshop, participants will have gained practical skills and strategies to enhance their daily interactions with customers, ultimately leading to higher customer satisfaction and better overall performance. So I have a customer service background. I used to work in call centers. I worked in call centers for 15 years, collectively 5 years at one place, 10 years at another. Well, the whole 10 years that I was at the second place wasn't completely on the phone, but it's still customer service because you have internal and external customers. So I felt like I wanted to take that workshop because no matter what you do, customer service is involved in that. So although I have done things in a customer service capacity for a lot of years, you can always learn something. So I enjoyed that. We did an activity in there where they gave us a scenario of someone, because the people that were over it, they do work in a call center capacity, and so they gave us a scenario, and we then worked together as a group at our table to discuss how we would have handled that particular situation, and that was fun. And then the second one that I went to was the title of it was "What is Rapid Process Improvement?" And it says, empower yourself with the skills to drive continuous improvement within the name of the company. In this interactive session, participants will learn how to define rapid process improvement, explore key RPI elements involved within the company, and gain hands-on experience with essential RPI tools, where it basically takes you from the beginning of whatever the issue is to what steps need to be taken and what minute details might be along the way that you need to get to your end goal. So that was fun, and that was on yesterday. So I'll be right back to talk to you about what took place on today. Okay, so today the two workshops that I chose to go to were Paths to Promotion and Mental Health, Living Your Best Life. So this is what the description says on both. For the Mental Health, Living Your Best Life, want to know the secrets to developing your best mental health? This is the workshop for you. Participants will discover the power of choice and learn practical steps to enjoy their best mental health every day. So anytime something is talking about living my best life, you best believe I'm going to show up, because that is what I'm trying to do. That is what I'm all about. And so that really spoke to me. So that was one of the questions they asked when we were in there, is why did you choose this workshop? And that was one of the reasons. Also, one of the other reasons was because one of the guys who I saw was over the workshop, he is on the executive leadership team, and he sends out these positive messages ever so often. I love getting his emails, and a lot of other people, when they were asked why they took this workshop, they were like, well, I may not read all my emails, but I know when he sends an email, I'm going to read it because it's uplifting, and we enjoyed that. So a few of the things that I wrote down that he talked about in that workshop were: do more of the things that you enjoy. And that's one of the reasons why I relaunched Chat with C.H.A.T, because this is definitely something that I enjoy doing, and I'm glad that I relaunched. He talked about taking care of yourself, to unplug some every day, to forgive yourself and others, which, if you remember, my relaunch episode that came out on September the 1st was about forgiveness. So there was that. Give more than expected without expecting anything in return. And that's a big one, because I've heard the saying before that to get over something that you're going through, or to get through what it is you're going through, the best way is to help someone else. So that's definitely something to put into play and to think about. One thing that he started it off with is that to think of yourself as being a miracle. You are a miracle. And then he went on to talk about all of the wonderful things our bodies can do, and how much it takes to just do them, and things that we don't think about, from breathing to our senses and different things of that nature. So he just said, you are a miracle. Choose to control what you can control. And that also goes to what one of our other speakers that spoke about on yesterday mentioned, what things are in your control. He had us draw the two circles, one inside of the other, and talk about what are the things that we can control, like our behavior, our attitude, our mindset, things like that, things outside of our control. Sometimes our environment, if we can't immediately get out of it, what others are doing, their perception of you, things of that nature. So worry about what you can control and focus on yourself. Things were said like, it's possible, and choose gratitude. And then, of course, they shared some resources with us, such as our EAP program that helps employees. He also mentioned books by an author named Norman Vincent Peale, and they actually ended up giving out a book from that author. He also mentioned the, 40% of your happiness is based on the choices that you make. So there was a lady in there as well giving the workshop, and she said that's what the research said, but she didn't necessarily agree with that. And the guy was like, he was in agreement as well, that our happiness is based on the choices that we make, and it's more than 40%. Decide that you're going to improve your lot in life, and don't let anyone make you feel less than. And then some tips that were given were: take 10 minutes, whether it be 10 minutes in your morning, 10 minutes in your evening, and you can start with 5 and add on, as you do it, to take that time to think about gratitude. They had us to do a gratitude pyramid. Thought I had it in here. Let me grab my gratitude pyramid because I want to share that with you. Okay, so I have my gratitude pyramid here, and this is what it looks like right here. Okay, so at the top I put God's grace, mercy, and love, family that loves and cares for me, friends that support and encourage me, my home and vehicle, my creativity, and my job. So those are the things amongst many others that I'm grateful for. And another thing that was mentioned was to do a gratitude walk. He mentioned, someone that he had talked to before mentioned that they go on a gratitude walk in the mornings. Every morning they take a gratitude walk, and while they're walking, they're just thinking of all the things that they have to be grateful for, and I love that. Also a gratitude journal, and I also mentioned that in one of my earlier episodes that I enjoy journaling, and so that's definitely something to think about, is creating a gratitude journal. So I just wanted to share a little bit from that workshop. The other workshop that I mentioned to you that I did on today was Paths to Promotion. And when I tell you, I really feel like that workshop blessed me. This is the description of what that workshop said. So you want to get promoted but aren't sure what steps to take or if you are ready. Promotion sounds great, but do you understand all that is involved? Are you prepared? And is that what you really want? Participants of this workshop will hear from our esteemed guests. It gives their names and their titles. The panel will share the do's and don'ts of preparing for a promotion. This interactive workshop will equip employees with the tools necessary to pave their own path by learning from colleagues who have successfully completed their own promotion journeys. And I truly enjoyed it. I don't know if she watches my show. I have told her about it, so maybe she does, I don't know. But there was one lady that was on the panel, and she mentioned a training that's offered at my job by another trainer who happened to be in the back of the room at the time when she was mentioning this. And it's an influential leadership training. And so the lady who taught that influential leadership training, like I said, happened to be in the back of the room. And I have taken that course, and it was virtual. So this summit was actually the first time that we actually met in person. So I don't know if she knows it or not, but she's my mentor. Because you can have mentors that you don't even know, if you're able to follow people because of social media, because of, the access that we have to certain things and their teachings. You can follow people and they can be your mentor, whether you actually know them or not, or have a relationship with them or not. So I don't think I've ever mentioned to her that she is my mentor in my head. But when I took her influential leadership training course, it really lit a fire in me to want to do certain things and aspire to certain things, so personally and professionally. And I'm glad that they mentioned that training, because it just reminded me of everything that I learned in there. But I wrote down, let me show y'all, I wrote notes here, on the back of here, here, and here out of that workshop, because they were just dropping some real good gems, some real good messages, and I really enjoyed it. So a few of the things that I wrote down in the Path to Promotion workshop were: you are applying every day with the work you do. So when you go into your job, into the position that you're currently in, you are interviewing for the promotions that you're wanting to get because they're looking at the work that you're already doing. They mentioned, like I said, finding a mentor, broaden your knowledge base, put yourself out there because people notice. Networking is important. Take risks. Develop yourself through any trainings that are offered. Even if your particular job or industry does not offer trainings, look outward to where you can get the knowledge that you're needing to see. Be teachable, be prepared, introduce yourself, find out who can put you in position. Let leadership know when you're applying, because depending on where you work, they may be able to have your application pulled. They were saying for my particular job, where a lot of times the questions that they ask at the end, if you don't answer those questions with a specific answer, your application may not get pulled, but that doesn't mean you're not qualified. So let leadership know, hey, I've applied for this, and they can go and say, okay, let's pull that application. Be genuine, be yourself, understand your role. And then they go on to talk about things like once you get the promotions, manage by walking around and engaging, speak to the development of those that you lead. Continue to grow and make yourself uncomfortable. Sometimes you have to be the one willing to change. You lead people and you manage processes. You can learn anything. Take the risk to fail to ultimately succeed. If you watched one of my last episodes with my loctician, she talked about that, about how she took that risk of going into her niche and just doing locks and doing it full time, and she took that risk and it paid off in the end. Let's see here. Make yourself a more attractive candidate. Find out what they're looking for specifically. Also, with that, make yourself more attractive. In a more attractive candidates part, they mentioned, because they answered the question, well, what do you do when you apply and you don't get the promotion? And one tip that was given was find out from the hiring manager, what could I have done differently? What about my resume or what was done in my interview that maybe kept me from getting the position? So that way you can go back and make whatever necessary changes there are, or get more knowledge about the things that you need to know. Let's see. Be flexible. Qualities that you need to have. Be flexible, positive, proactive. Willingness to lead even when the position you're in is not a leadership position, showing that you have that potential. Have a humanistic touch, decisiveness. One of the guys on the panel mentioned that one of his higher ups at one point had a meeting and asked them, what do we pay you for? And everybody was thinking of it was going to be a more complex answer, and then she responded, to make decisions. So that's a big part of stepping into promotions. Be able to get someone else to complete the mission. So basically being able to be a leader, because the leader doesn't necessarily complete the mission. They're convincing their team and motivating them and giving them the tools that they need in order to complete the mission. But I could go on and on, because like I said, I have pages and pages of things. So also things to do when prepping for an interview. Make sure that you prep and anticipate the questions to be asked, and making sure that you have questions to ask them at the end of the interview. And know that even if you are told no, don't take it personal. It's not a rejection of you. So as you can see, I had a great time. The workshops are continuing tomorrow for, like I said, for leadership. I won't be going tomorrow, but I'll still be here in Macon, but I'll just be working from the hotel. I have my work computer, so I'll be working from the hotel tomorrow, and then on Friday I will return and I will be facilitating my courses, and I can't wait to let you know how great that went, because y'all, I was nervous, but now I'm nervous in an excited way. All of this, the workshops that I went to have made me more comfortable and made me feel like I'm ready to do this, and I'm excited, and I can't wait to share with y'all how wonderful it went, because I know I'm gonna kill it, okay? Okay, so I just realized that this video is dropping on a Thursday. my class that I'm doing does not happen until Friday, so the day after this will have aired. So I'll update y'all. It'll be probably in like a YouTube short, and you'll be able to find that. But I will give an update, but it won't be on this episode. But I have enjoyed my time here, and my supervisor is actually coming today. My supervisor and my office manager are coming today, so I'm excited to see them and talk to them about all of this and the great time that I've had, and thank them for letting me come. I'm just excited, y'all. Okay, so night 2, I had the library, tap house, and kitchen, and I got a Philly cheesesteak and fries. This was really decent, so I would definitely get this again, and I enjoyed it. Now that I've gotten something to eat, it's time to relax and get some other work done. So I had to still work when I wasn't at the workshop. I worked my regular job, and then once I got off from there, I worked on Chat with Chandi. Job never ends. Okay, so here is the hotel that I am meeting my coworker at, where she's staying at Residence Inn. So let's go see what her room looks like. Okay, this door is not open, so I guess I gotta go to the other door. Let's go around and we'll see what her room looks like. Okay, so she is in room 211. I don't like the hallway. I don't like the way it smells. But let's see what the room is looking like. Hello.
Welcome.
Okay.
Welcome
This
to
is
my room.
nice. I like it. I didn't like coming in, but once you get in the room, okay.
It's nice, isn't
It's
it?
nice. The room itself is nice. I didn't like the hallway. I didn't like the elevator. I don't like the way the hallway smells. But the room is fine. Okay.
Nice.
All right, now I see what y'all doing at Residence Inn. So as you guys can see, Destiny is very excited to be in her suite. She's here now. It's Thursday, and we hungry, so we're gonna go out and get us something to eat. So follow us along for our adventures. So Destiny, where are you getting ready to go?
We are about to get ready to go out to eat. I'm not sure if Chandi chose the Japanese steakhouse or the steakhouse. Or to get steak.
Okay, so we shall see.
We shall see. I'm excited.
So we decided to come to C.H.A.T.
Yay!
Yes, we have one in Columbus, but we wanted this one too. So typically when traveling out of town, I'm all for trying restaurants that you can't get back home. But this wasn't really a vacation. This is just a work trip. And I don't know if y'all ever been to Macon, but there's not really anything to talk about in Macon. Like, I promise you, if I don't have to come back for work, I don't plan on coming back to Macon. Macon can have it. Okay. So we didn't notice it, but look at that big burn spot in the middle of the grill, y'all. This is at the beginning of him finna cook. We didn't notice that until we tasted the food.
Very big fire. Is somebody birthday today? Oh, happy birthday, ma'am. Somebody birthday?
No.
Happy birthday to me! Yeah!
Happy birthday. Okay. Big fire.
We're twins, actually. Thank you. Thank you. Happy birthday, Sissy.
But the question is,
So apparently the Macata in Macon does noodles. I think how it be in Columbus, but okay, we gonna see. So Destiny, what did you think about Macata?
I have to give my honest opinion, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I was very excited to come, and I'm very glad that we came here. But it was definitely a 1 out of 10. The soup was good, I'm not gonna lie, but something was going on with the grill that made the food taste burnt.
I think the first thing that threw me off was the noodles. So in Columbus at the Macata, and then it wasn't even the regular noodles like you see, that I'm typically seeing. It wasn't the thicker noodles. These were like almost like, was it like an angel hair pasta type noodle?
It gave worm. It just wasn't. It just wasn't good.
I'd never seen these before, and then we got the noodles, we got the rice, we got all the meats, and then we got the veggies last.
And I'm not used to that. I usually get the vegetables first. I'm not sure if that was the reason why all of the food tasted burnt. I don't know what it was, but I will not be coming back.
Well, we gotta worry about this. It's not even here. So, and then it's just like the Raggedy Mall they got. Like, just throw Macon away, okay? Macon is not a destination to hit up. If we weren't here for work, we wouldn't be here either. So we're headed to our next location. So we'll show you guys where we end up next.
All right.
Hold on, y'all. First of all, people be coming on my show, and then I hit record, and then we about to talk. I don't understand this. This is the second guest that I've had that I hit the record button, and they be about to what? Okay, but listen. Hold on. So Destiny had a dream, and so she was trying to see if she was awake. So what did you do?
I started pinching myself.
Pinching. She started. Where you from? Pinching.
Pinching. That's how you say it.
Spell pinching.
Pinching is P-I-N-C-H-I-N-G.
I thought it was pinch.
Oh, it's pinch. I'm still saying it wrong.
Pinching herself.
I pinch myself.
So let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. Do you pinch yourself?
It's
or you
pinching.
Pinch yourself.
It's pinching.
Let me know.
Well, nothing special, guys. We just hit up Walmart real quick. Quick in and out. That's it. As you can see, this outfit finally made its appearance. I went out to eat dinner. I went to Longhorn by myself, and I had a great time for my last night in the city. Unlike Macata, Longhorn did not disappoint. I started off with the fries with cheese and bacon and the great bread that Longhorn always serves, hot and fresh. For my main course, I had the 6-ounce Flo's filet mignon, cooked medium with lobster tail, side of Brussels sprouts, and a side salad with ranch, and it was delicious as always. Oh, apparently this outfit just ain't meant to be, y'all. I went to pick up one of the Brussels sprouts, dropped it in the dish, and it splattered all over me. Overall, I give this trip a 10 out of 10. Even though the city did not have much to offer me, the workshops in this hotel surely did. I have enjoyed my week thoroughly, and tomorrow I'm excited about being able to go into these workshops and present the material that I have to present. And I just look forward to what's in store for me in the future. And as always, continue to talk all things culture, health, arts, and travel. And I'll see you guys next time.